Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? So the look I have for you, obviously, is not me. It's a Kat Von D look. She came out with a palette that's sold at Sephora. She has a whole line, and this is a look that she personally did, and I wanted to replicate it. So this is my replication of her Monarch palette eyes, and I also did the tattoos that she has, so I'm just trying to look like her, basically. So this is my Kat Von D look, and if you would like to see how I got this, stay tuned. Alrighty, to start out this look, I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Concealer. Get a few dabs of that and blend that in. Now I did already do my foundation, and obviously these stars, I just used kind of a little bit of two things, a liquid eyeliner and slash ballpoint pen, because the liquid liner just kind of wasn't working, and I pressed a translucent powder on top of them because tattoos are not 100% black, especially hers. They're very, very faded because she's had them for a while, and tattoos fade quickly on your face so that they look a little more faded. I'm going to take whatever is left on my finger and just kind of run it under my lash line too, because this is a dark look. So I'm going to be using two palettes for my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Fergie, it's the Wet n Wild Fergie palette in Desert Festival. And then I'm also going to be using my Love and Beauty Flower Child palette because it's got the gold in here that I want. So with my round, kind of a condensed brush, I'm going to be taking this light sandy color, and I'm going to be using this as my highlight. So right under my brow. It's just a nice matte color. Now if you usually know what my eyebrows look like, I did try to make them a little bit thinner below because she has it pretty thin towards here, so I tried to make them a little bit thinner. Still going with my natural eyebrow shape because I do have hairs there, so I can't totally change it too much. Now for the eyeshadow colors, I'm going to start out with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to be taking this bright orange color here. And I'm just going to be throwing this into my crease. And a little bit on the edges. And really want to cat eye that out too, because she always has that cat eye. And then pull that into the corner. But I want to get this really orange. Just get this pretty saturated and pull this up. And I'll do this on the other eye. Now you can't actually use her palette for this look. I just don't have it, making it work with what I do have. Winging it out a little bit. Pull that into her inner corners with whatever is left on the brush. Alrighty, so for the gold, I'm going to be using my Love and Beauty Flower Child palette, a nice gold tone in it. So I'm going to be taking that same blending brush, and I'm going to take some of this gold color right here, and I'm just going to tap this on the inner side of my lid. So let's really get that concentrated on the lid. Use my fingers a little bit just to get that really saturated on there, really gold looking. Take a little bit of that gold and run that in my inner corner as well. And start to pull that gold under my eye. Alrighty, so now that that is done, I'm going to go in with my blending brush again, and I'm going to be taking this really, really dark brown. It's basically a chocolate brown black that's in the center right there. It's right into the outer V here. And just kind of blending that in. And getting that into our crease too. But really want to get that saturated, that blackness, into the crease. On both sides. Get that into the crease and just pull it in. And make sure you get it pretty dark too. And then we'll just kind of smoke it out in with the orange. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of that orange just to blend it out with the orange, so that we don't lose any of the intensity of that orange. Now I'll take some more of that black and just again pack it on the outer corner to make sure it's nice and dark. Now I'm just going to take a small angle brush from e.l.f. I'm going to take that orange and I'm just going to line that right under my lash line and connect that with the gold color. So just run that red from the corner down and underneath. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take my blending brush again and I'm going to take some more of this glittery dark color and I'm really just going to get this in on the outer corner as my super blackness. Now I'm going to take this and then pull it under and connect it right underneath. And then I'll go through and one more time and just kind of blend it all together. Get that really black on the outer corners and in that crease line. So I'm going to line my top and bottom waterline with a black kohl pencil, just anything really soft. This one is by Marabella. It's just a black kohl liner pencil. Now we're going to get all the way towards the inner corner too because she just has a super dark eye. Now I'll go ahead and do the top. Feels kind of funny. Alrighty, so now we're going to do the eyeliner. I'm going to be using my Milani Eyetech Extreme liquid liner. The brush looks like this, but I'm just going to start out and do a really thin line. Because that's what she has. It's just really thin and it gets bigger as we go towards the outer edge. And we'll just get it as close to the lash line as possible. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And then we'll do the wing last. Okay, so whenever she does her winged eyeliner, she just makes a really long line. We'll just do a line following the shape of our eye. My pen is kind of drying out on me, so it's like not as easy as it could be. So I'm going to take a little bit of that eyeliner. I'm going to be using, it's my Maybelline Eye Studio's gel liner in Blackest Black. Just going to take a little bit of that on my brush and extend that wing a little bit. Just pull that black underneath so it's really black. Extend that under my lash line. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. small angle brush and just any sort of black matte eyeshadow will work. I'm using my L'Oreal Wear Infinite black matte shadow in Lush Raven. Just going to get a little bit of that on there and press this on top of that liner just to make it black and help it stay in place all day. Alrighty, so now that the eyeshadow and the eyeliner is done, I'm just going to pop onto some mascara. I'm going to be using my Clinique High Impact Mascara in 01 Black. So I'm just going to do a really thick coat. Again, as thick as I can do without it looking all disgusting and clumpy. Alrighty, so then now I'm going to do a pretty generous coat on the bottom as well. Alrighty, now for her look, I didn't do any of like the neck tattoos or anything. I just feel like this is enough to where you can see that it's supposed to be Kat Von D. That's good enough for me. So now that the eyes are completely done, especially in this look, she doesn't have any sort of cheek color. It's just a bronzer. So I'm going to be using the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. So I'm going to be using this with my Ulta Contour brush and just make my contour with this. Lots of bronzer and contouring for her in this look. So doing my usual contour, trying to be careful with the stars because I don't want to like brush them away or anything. Now with my stars, I'm just going to kind of tap this in there. Dust my contour over those stars. I'm going to take this under my chin and down onto my neck too, because I have a little bit of a double chin here. Yeah. Around my jaw. And then down the sides of my neck. I really like this look. It looks awesome. Okay, so for the lips, and I'm going to be using a Sephora lip stain. It doesn't say it on here, but this is from Sephora. Kat Von D also has a line, a liquid lipstick that she uses that are like stains, kind of like the Velveteens. Basically the same kind of formula. Smells good. Anyway, but I'm going to be using this traditional kind of a classic red color, and I'm going to exaggerate my upper lip a little bit more so it looks a little more full like hers. But her lip stains are nice too. Again, I just don't have any of them. So I made it just a little bit higher than I usually would for my personal lips because I have kind of a smaller, more narrow upper lip. Maybe I made my top lip too big. I don't know. This is looking okay to me, so I'm going to let this, it's kind of like that Velveteen, so I'm going to let it get all velvet or whatever. So for her gradient that she has in her lip, I'm just going to take that same black pencil that I lined my waterline with and just kind of use this to darken up the edges and make kind of like an ombre effect from the out to the inner side. And I'll just use my fingers to kind of smooth this out. Hopefully this works. To give that kind of a gradient dark red look. It's kind of working out. We'll see. Alrighty, so that actually came out really good. There we go, so that'll do. Obviously I don't look exactly like her again. Disclaimer, I'm not Latino, I am white, and I just have black hair and pale skin, kind of like she does. She's not super tan, and my stars are not perfect, and blah blah blah. But this was a fun look to do, and if you just want to do some sort of like celebrity inspired look, this is cool if you have black hair, and it look really pretty on green eyes too. So anyway, this concludes my Kat Von D look. If you love it, give me a big thumbs up. I think it turned out really awesome, so I'm stoked for you guys to see it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe now or whenever you want to. Just check out some of my other stuff, and if you like it, feel free. Thank you everybody for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you so much. I love you. Bye bye.